Hello world, this is Zero, and welcome to the finale of Path A of Let's Play Valkyrie Profile, Covenant of the Plume. Now in order to get the A ending of the game, you absolutely must not sacrifice anyone in your entire playthrough of the game, starting from Chapter 2. Also, sacrifice in the prologue does not count towards your Plume use, so just try to keep that in mind. I can't stress enough that you shouldn't sacrifice anyone in this entire playthrough, so without further ado, let's start the finale. I figured I'd remind you guys one more time before we head on to the finale, so why are we here anyway? I actually love the soundtrack that's playing here. Ah, character development. That's what I like to see. Wow, what a man. He doesn't want to sacrifice anyone, so he'll just abide by the covenant. Just go to Niflheim. In case you guys forgot, well, in the prologue, what Wylfred did was he made a covenant which was basically hey, Hell, Mistress Hell from Niflheim gives you dark powers. You have to use that power to defeat the Valkyrie in 1 year, or else you get, well, or else you go to hell. That's what the Covenant is. Whoa! Whoa, she has a distinctive change in, wow. I don't think we've ever seen that before from Aelith. But yeah, she changed her expression. Whoa, man, that's really scary. Really now? But you still have to keep in mind of the tens of people we had to kill in order to get the best rewards in the game. What do you mean by that? Why'd the music stop all of a sudden? What? No way. You're kidding me! Whoa. I knew it! They were using us all this time! It's so obvious to begin with. What are you gonna do about it, Aelith? Yeah, what are you gonna do? Whoa, F&B mode. What's going on? Whoa, okay, I take it back. Maybe you can do something. Whoa. Now this is what I call final boss. This is how you end a game. Oh man, this is gonna be so epic. Well, since this is the last battle of the path, well, you have the option to shop here, which I will actually do. Now, you could just, like, spend all your money on items at the shop here if you're utilizing New Game Plus, but already I said that I wouldn't be using it, so I'm not going to bother spending all my money like I did in the Path B LP, so what I'm going to buy here is 4 Art of Survival Technique Tomes, 3 Iron Fist, and 1 Enlightenment. And I already have, well, you want to buy as many Union Plumes as you possibly can here, which I already did, so alright. And there's nothing new in the shop here, it's just a whole bunch of, well, the equipment's the same thing like in Chapter 5, so there's really no point, so. Well, anyway, there's going to be some special preparations for this battle I'm going to be making first, so. Oh, crap, okay. Well, I guess I'll teach the techniques first, so. Survival on every one of my characters is the first thing I'm going to do. Get survival on everyone, I swear. Get enlightenment on Fox now. Fist of Iron onto my melee fighters, all of them. And then, where is it? Then we have to teach the Art of Reduced Magic to all my melee fighters. There's a really good reason why I'm teaching it to all my melee fighters here. I'm not going to teach the Fox now, obviously, because I don't have enough Reduced Magic technique tomes, and, he's a mage, so he has naturally high magic resistance to begin with, so... Anyway... Change his attack to Dark Saber, even though, well... The enemy that we're facing is, well, Dark Elemental, but... Dark Saber is really, really strong. Keep that in mind, viewers, so... And we also got that... Well, where is it? That Sylph Robe that we won from the last battle for maximizing our Sin Quota value, or getting the recommended Sin value, so... Yeah, it has a really, really good boost in physical defense, and it might come useful, but, well, I'm just going to equip it on for the Darkness Protection on Fox now here, so stick with that. And I also want to get, where is it? Paralyzed checks on well, most of my melee fighters. I want to keep the Power Bangle equipped onto Wylfred here. And, you know, I might as well just use all my experience on... Or, I'm going to evenly distribute my Expert's experience. What Expert's experience does is it gives your, it gives the character that, or the party member that you're using the item on, 30,000 fixed EXP, so... We're trying to keep their EXP as high as I possibly can here. That way, when we level up, we'll get a free heal of it. Because there's actually something special that I'm trying to do in this battle here, and I'll show you guys soon enough. Because not a lot of people actually do this in the final battle. So I'm gonna give all my golden eggs to Wylfred, and basically what golden eggs do is that they increase all your stats, but it's random from 1 to 9. So sometimes you might get like 9 attack out of it, but sometimes you get like 5 attack out of it, and you know, magic resistance you might get like 1 or like 9 or something. But anyway, yeah, give all those to Wylfred, give all my ambrosia to Fox. Now what it does is when you use it on the character, it increases their max HP by 100, so it's gonna come useful. Then I want to teach the way of stalking to Ushio, because I'm gonna be utilizing his movement a lot in this battle here, so definitely want that on him for protection. And then let's equip those techniques that we just taught to my party members here. So, Reduce Magic, Fist of Iron, and Survival. I could equip Defiance, but unfortunately, it's actually going to lower the rate in which Survival may activate, so I don't want that. So, plus the enemies I'm facing are actually going to have really high magic stats. They're just going to be casting magic damage after all, so just something to keep in mind here. I'll explain once the battle begins, of course. Because once again, not a lot of people actually, well, fight the enemies that I'm about to fight in the finale here, so... Oh, and by the way, one of the reasons why I'm teaching my characters or my party members Fist of Iron and Enlightenment is because, well, it's the final battle. You don't have to... Oh crap. You don't have to gain any more, well, you don't have to rot any more sins, so it's pretty much go all out, so you can afford to use Enlightenment and the Fist of Iron to overkill an enemy, so you can afford to do that now. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So now I'm ready. Now, if you're not using New Game Plus, you might want to save those golden eggs that I've been using on Wylfred earlier, along with the Expert's experience, but obviously, I'm not using New Game Plus, so I used all my Expert's experience and golden eggs and ambrosia. So, without further ado, let's fight Aelith. I control my own destiny. Defeat Garm. All right. Yeah, this is what you call a final battle. This is just so epic. Oh man. Anyway, where's my zoom button? I'm trying to look for it right now, because, well, Aelith, or Garm, is all the way in the back over here, but look at this. Game? I'm trying to... Okay, it's not working right now, but if you press the select button, it's... If you press the select button, what the... Okay, there it is, okay. what the game does is it zooms out on the battlefield here, but yeah, the reason why I zoomed out here is because, well, look at this attack range on Garm here. Even though she's immobile, meaning she can't really move, even though she has a value of 1 on her movement, she can't move. But look at this attack range, it's unbelievable. So, well, other than Garm, we have these Pale Flames over here that can cast, well, their magic stat is really, really high, and they have to be the hardest enemies, if not by far the hardest enemies in the entire game, because, well, they can cast their spells 3 times in a row if you get attacked by them, and boy does it hurt. I mean, look at that magic stat, that's unbelievable. They can use Soul Crushes too, or, well, great magic spells, and, well, they also have menu spells, so, yeah, they have the same attack range as a mage, so they have to be the most, if not the most, toughest and strongest or most dangerous enemies in the entire game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take out all these Pale Flames over here. So you can even tell what element they are depending on their resistance. Like this one over here is Darkness, so it's gonna cast Dark Savior as its attack. Lightning, Ice, Flame, and Poison. So what I like to do at the beginning of the battle here is I like to move my characters as close to the right as possible. Now, here's the thing with this battle though. You don't necessarily have to defeat the Pale Flames in order to, well, get to Garm here, but what you can do is you can just, well, move the Pale Flames out of the way and just have, okay, I'll tell you now, but, well, the goal of this battle is to pretty much just get Wylfred up to Garm and attack her. You're not necessarily supposed to defeat her, but, well, you just have to attack her with Wylfred in order to, well, get the battle to progress on, so. But for me, I'm just gonna defeat these Pale Flames over here because, well, not a lot of people have actually done this. So I figured I might as well do this, so let's start. By moving my characters as close to the right as possible. The reason why I'm moving to the far right as possible is because, well, the most dangerous Pale Flames are the ones on the right over here, which is the Darkness, Lightning, and the Ice one. They can inflict status elements onto you if you're not careful with that, so. Now, if you have 2 mages, what you can actually do is you can actually just rush the enemies, have them... basically have them, have all your characters line up straight, cast Reflect Sorcery until your characters are in the front line, and just have the Pale Flames kill each other by using Reflect Sorcery. And if you keep in mind that they can attack up to 3 times in a row, that spells out that you're going to be reflecting a lot of damage back at them, so... yeah, Garm's not going to do much unless we move into attack range, so... I'm trying to draw out these Pale Flames as much as I possibly can over here by... well, baiting them or moving into position over here, so... the goal over here for me is to really just take out this Darkness Flame, or Darkness Pale Flame over here. The least dangerous one of all is the, well, fire one, so, since there's no heavy crowd controls on them, so. Alright, let's see, what can I do here? I guess I move over here. Have Ushio move over here and use Stalk. Really need to use Stalk now because, well, we're gonna be, well, holding our positions a lot, so he's gonna be recovering AP a lot in the duration of this battle, so. Okay, good. Even though I have survival on, if one of my characters actually ends up dying... wow, okay. I can just bring them back with a Union Plume, so there's really no worries for me here, though. Wow, okay, that's pretty unfortunate. Wylfred got paralyzed, and he's the only character that I did not equip a paralyzed check onto, so... wow, that's pretty unfortunate. So I guess... yeah, I'm just gonna have my characters lined up like this as much as I can over here, so that way we won't get attacked all at once. If you line them up all together, you'll force the Pale Flames to use a menu spell. Basically, once they use a menu spell, they can only cast their spell once.
Behold.
Well, Wylfred, if you die, you die, so... I don't really care since I can just revive with the Plume. That's what I'm trying to go for. Oh, crap. Okay. But yeah, you see how if you line up your characters, you're forcing the Pale Flames to actually... You're forcing them to actually, well... You're forcing them to use their menu spells, or attack you only once, though. And well, the tricky thing is... The tricky part about this is that if you cast Reflect Sorcery on one of your characters and they use a menu spell, then it's going to reflect the damage right back at them. And your Reflect Sorcery status will just dispel, and you won't return that much damage on the enemy. So you don't want that. You want to time your your Sorcery spell just at the right time. So, okay, what can we do here? Well, I could easily just kill this guy over here. So, in fact, I will. So, and circle behind the guy over here. Yeah, this battle is all about luck when you think about it, because, well, how exactly? Well, sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not when it comes to these battles. So, okay, damn it. I want to cast Reflect Sorcery, but, well... Okay, good enough, good enough. Okay, I want to get Reflect Sorcery on Wylfred here, just in case.
Reflect Sorcery.
Wow, he has 9 HP left. Talk about lucky. But yeah, luck plays a major, well, role in this battle over here, because sometimes you get hard crowd control, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll survive, sometimes you won't. Like, survival, or the technique tome, survival is all about luck. You never know when it's gonna activate.
I shall set your spirit free. Please accept. No. Meteor Swarm!
And yes, the main reason why I'm also having Voxel use, well, Dark Sabers, because,
I fear you
Meteor Swarm is really strong. Just something to keep in mind here.
Suffer my pain.
But yeah, the Pale Flames have a lot of HP, so... That's why you really want to team up against them. If you take one... If you take out one, that saves a lot of trouble, though. Because the...
Curse you!
Ha, curse you. But yeah, if you take out one, that saves a lot of trouble. Also, you want to keep in mind that these guys have a lot of... They have a really big chance to evade, so... But they give out a lot of EXP once you defeat them, so... It's worthwhile, I guess, but... At the same time, I
live to see another dark day.
Yeah, you get 20,000 EXP out of that, that's crazy. And a few Union Plumes, too, for your hard work. But yeah, I feel as though... If I don't take out the Pale Flames, it's not exactly as special as it is, if you know what I mean, viewers. And that is one of the reasons why I gave my characters Xmas experience. That way, they can level up all at the same time. Now I'm just trying to pretty much just draw the Darkness Pale Flame with her, so... Hopefully Wylfred... Okay. Good. That's gonna reflect the damage right back at the Pale Flame there, so... Ha! How you like that? Okay, it's gonna use a menu spell, but... Oh man, I need to get the Pale Flame that uses darkness closer because, well... It's in empty space right now, so I can't really target it. Plus, if I go all the way up there, I'm gonna be in Garm's attack range over there, and we don't want her to move. If she moves, then, well... She'll probably kill you in one go.